In this lesson, we'll continue to add dimensions that help us lay out some doors and windows. I'd like to keep this momentum going. The West Wing is pretty stark in terms of doors and windows. Now that we know how to lay things out by using dimensions, let's add some more features. I'd also like to run through the properties of our dimensions in a little more depth. The objective of this chapter is to continue to model our West Wing and to dig into the behavior of the dimension. Open the file you've been working on, or open the file called Chapter 6 and follow along. The first thing we'll do is zoom into the West Wing. Let's mirror these windows down here. All we need to do is pick a box around these windows. Make sure you don't get the wall though. On the Modify panel, click the Draw Mirror Access button. And come up to this wall and type SM. That's going to snap us to the midpoint of that wall. Once you see the magenta triangle, pick a point and move your crosshairs straight up. Once you have the vertical line showing up, pick the second point and your windows are mirrored. Select one of these windows, right-click them, and create similar. Let's place one in the middle of each of these bays. Be careful to keep them centered. Hit escape a couple times. Let's add some doors now. I'm going to zoom into this area and start putting some doors in. Go to the Architecture tab and click the Door button. Let's grab a single flush 36 by 84. I'm going to pick a point right here, and I'm going to come in off the wall any random distance. I'm going to pick that point, and I'm going to hit escape. Let's zoom in on this door for a second and see what we can do to get that 6 inches off the wall. Go ahead and select your door. Now we know that we can use the temporary dimension to move the door. Let's go ahead and click this button here and turn it into a real dimension. Select the dimension, grab the little grip in the middle, and let's move this out like that. Now I want this to be 6 inches off that wall. So go ahead and select the dimension, select it again, and we want to replace with text. We want to type in 6 inches. Now hit OK. The problem is we have an invalid dimension value. To change the dimension value for a length or angle of a segment, select the element the dimension refers to and click the value to edit it. So that means we can't just type over a dimension, doesn't it? Hit cancel, hit escape. Wouldn't it be great if we could just select the door and have the dimension turn blue? Remember, I told you anything that turns blue can be edited. Go ahead and click that 1 foot and type in 6 inches. Now hit enter. Click off of it. Now it's 6 inches. The deal is, Revit wouldn't have known if we just typed over the dimension what to move. Do I move the wall? Do I move the door? This way we're a little more deliberate. We said to Revit, listen, this door wants to be moved a specific increment. Now, if we want to, we can click the 0 foot 6 inches, click it again. Now, for the text fields, the suffix, type in comma, uppercase TYP, and hit OK. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Except for I have a space in there. Hit OK. Very nice. While we're here, let's keep adding doors. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to right-click on this door, and I'm going to create similar. I'm going to put a door here. I'm going to make that whatever I want, and I'm going to hit escape. Let's practice a little bit. Now let's select this door. Instead of turning this into a real dimension, click on the dimension itself and type in 6 inches. Now let's turn it into a real dimension. Click off of it, select the 6 inches, and move it out of the way. What I want to do now is you see the little lock padlock? Pick it. This door is now going to be 6 inches off that wall no matter what we do. You don't have to move it like I'm doing, I'm just making an example. Let's add another door mirrored on this side. So I'm going to select the door and the tag, type MM, and mirror it about that center line. I'm going to select both the doors, both the tags. I'm going to click copy. I'm going to copy these doors from the center line of this wall to the center line of this wall. Notice it relabels them and everything. Hit escape a couple times. And let's add one more door into this room. It'd be awfully hard to get in there if we had a door right here. I'm going to right click on door number 120 and I'm going to create similar. I'm going to put a door right here. I'm going to hit my space bar and flip it down and move it down to 6 inches off the wall. What I want to do though is I want to change this door number to 120A. You remember how to do that? All you do is hover over the tag, click on it, and type in the value. Hit escape a couple times. For practice, let's finish dimensioning the walls. On the Quick Access toolbar, click the Align Dimension button. Let's go with wall faces. Let's pick entire walls. Let's go to our options. Let's pick intersecting walls and hit OK. Pick this and move it up. With the command still running, click your Options button, uncheck intersecting walls, and hit OK. Pick the same wall. Notice again that it snaps right above it, perfectly aligned. Hit escape a couple times. Let's go down to the south part. Let's do some more dimensioning. Let's click the Align Dimension again. This time we're going to go with individual references. We're still going to keep it on wall faces. Let's go from the outside face of brick to the outside face of brick, brick to brick. We're going to move this dimension down, place it right here. Let's add one more overall dimension from the brick to the brick. Let Revit snap it into place. Hit escape a couple times, and we're good. This is getting almost too easy. Type ZA. Hit the save button, and we're good to go. Well, I think we've exhausted dimensions. I'm in the mindset that you cannot overuse this wonderful tool. I find that dimensions are rigid enough to keep us accurate, but flexible enough to look any way we want.